Well, a very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Open Line. I'm John T. sitting in for Winston Barnes. Well, we're into the fourth day of the month of August, and Jamaica's independence just around the corner, 2 days away. Big things are happening. So many things are happening, not just in the region here, all over the United States and around the world. People are preparing for the 6th. What is open line? My lines are open at 954-792-1170, 305-948-1170. So we go to caller number one. Good afternoon, open line.
Well, one boss.
Well, I'm just watching, sitting and watching like the song says, and paying attention. Okay.
There is a point video which we know we have some disagreement.
We are my listeners.
And it's a news last week where 2 women get killed, alleged get killed and shoot up with the police.
Mm.
No.
Where? Where?
So we the country in Jamaica.
Okay.
But when the police I see on YouTube I make a confession, so boy, it was no shootout. There was a robbery and them get a call and it fit the description of the car where them get signal the car to stop. Some movement in there and the police go fire. Now, you know the story Jamaican police all the while a shootout. And I have some people say, I saw it go, but if one of them colleagues come and say, and I say God what them say, what do you think should happen?
You asking me a question?
Yeah. He was a former cop, so I guess you have the answer.
No, I don't have an answer. It must be investigated. I can't draw a conclusion there because I'm sure there are going to be different statements. So it depends on the investigation and the result of the investigation that it must be taken before the court. I cannot jump to a conclusion just like that. Agree?
Yeah, I'm fine there, but you know, the system. Listen, we're making clear now. If you is a criminal and this time you take on the police, you know what will happen. But if they decide to plan something on here, they must have a system in place to say, listen, boss, we can't attend this behavior. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're talking about a different situation. You're talking about planting.
Then if you see, let me show a thing where them knock on a young man door. Man just come from work, you know. It's on YouTube, you know. What me and come out. After the young man, they know what they later say, oh, they got the wrong address. What kind of system that you have in place? Then what happens if you got the right address?
You say you saw it on YouTube?
Yeah.
And YouTube is always accurate?
Well, I can't say, but I can go by what I see.
Mm.
So, I mean, the system is hold people accountable for them behavior. Just like when you want to hold a criminal accountable for them behavior, the man them who you put out there to check the law, they must go by the law.
And I agree. I'm not condoning anything that is wrong, but we have to be extremely careful when you hear things or you see the even on YouTube there. You see AI is a damaging thing. And sometimes what you see is not what it is. And I'm not even trying to take sides here. But I've always felt that anything like that must be properly investigated. And if someone is going to be charged and taken to the court, that's what it's supposed to be. I cannot.
Yeah, but you don't give him time, jot the thing and give him time to run away. That's a part of the problem with him.
Time to...
If you know him guilty and then coming after him, I'm going to leave him.
And why you think that you would be able to leave?
Then, John P., if you shoot somebody and them are closing for you, you know you're guilty. You got somebody to leave.
And you think that everyone who wants to leave will get the chance to leave? Or will be able to?
No,
all right.
Not everyone will get the chance, but those, as Bojo Bantan said, those who can run will run. But what about those who can?
And some run and they are brought back. Anyhow,
yeah.
the lines are going, but thank you for your call, all right? This is the open line. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. John T. Commissioner.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, to address the police officers' situation in Jamaica, and I always said it, they approve the body cam stuff. If the law enforcement officers then would only use these things or try to get all of the police officers them in Jamaica using this camera to show what's going on around them environment when they're going to arrest somebody or when they're into shootout and stuff like that. I know things do happen, camera drop off when you're all kinds of stuff. But half of the problem I've observed, we wouldn't have it in Jamaica if they had that camera on their body. And I get to understand there's a whole heap of cameras that the government of Jamaica bought for the police officers, and they deployed some of them, but they say not everybody have it. But the whole truth of the matter is, nowadays nobody don't reach the courthouse.
What do you mean? What is it?
No.
What did be?
No. I'm saying certain criminals then, or who them call criminals, or certain people who them seems to say, well, have issues or have problems or what. They don't make it to the courthouse.
What
They don't make it. It's always a shootout.
Always?
It's always a shootout. It's always a shootout. They're going to people's property. It's always a shootout. No resistance. It's always a shootout. Their life always being threatened. But if they wear the body camera, and I'm not knocking the police officers, because I have the same issue here in this country. The police get away with a whole lot of stuff. And the bottom line is to defend the police officers, if they wear the body cam that the government provides for them, who have it, wear it, to prove that they're doing their job the way in which they're supposed to do their job. Don't forget, the citizens of Jamaica is who hire the police officers, who pay for them. The government and all these things is the citizens put them in power to run things, not to come and control the judge and jury upon people. And I'm not knocking the police officer. You need police. The crime rate is very low in Jamaica, and that's good for business and all that. But at the same time, a lot of young people is being killed either by the police or other groups in the community. So to be on the safe side, if the police would wear the body cam, it will show that whatever the police officers them do in Jamaica is justified. End of story. Nobody wouldn't have no question.
I got you. Transparency. All right. Thank you so much for your call. Appreciate it. This is the open line. Good afternoon.
John.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, man.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people out here, they don't understand. They think it's very easy to investigate a crime, but there's some hardship in it. Okay. Somebody raped somebody, and you as a soldier or a police officer know evidently, because you get a tip from somewhere, that the crime was committed. But you still can't put the evidence together to convict this man. So eventually, what is going to happen? The police or the soldier will have to use their discretion or implement something to get to that man to bring him down, because we know evidently that him commit the crime. And I know you're supposed to understand. I might not coming out with it fully, because it happened here in America.
I understand what you're saying. I do. I know of an individual who was charged for murder 25 times and no witness show up in court, even though statements were given back then.
Yeah. So, the police have the soldiers have to implement something to get this man down.
I don't want the listeners to believe that you and I are condoning wrong things.
No. But this is something that I see happening here with detective FBI agents in America. Them hold on to somebody and they can't pin the problem, but they know evidently that particular person commit the crime. So they implement some ways of protecting him down. But I'm not going into it, John, because I know you understand clearly where we come from,
I do. And listeners,
right.
I don't know what listeners understand too. Thank you so much for calling. You're listening to the open line. We'll get back to our callers after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, join author Don Smikle for an unforgettable evening of worship and kingdom impact as we celebrate the goodness of God. Grace Beyond Brokenness, featuring international gospel artists Rhoda Isabella and Kevin Downswell, as well as international saxophonist Andre Gillespie. Saturday, August 22nd at 7 p.m. at the New Season Worship Center, 4660 North University Drive in Lauderhill. Admissions only $30. Get your tickets at Eventbrite, caribtix.com, or DonSmikle.online. That's DAWNSMIKLE.online. Proceeds to benefit children known to the author. So get your tickets now. For more information and tickets, go to GMOLADESTIN on all social media platforms. That's GMOLADESTIN on all social media platforms. So come on out Saturday, August 22nd at 7 p.m. New Season Worship Center in Lauderhill. This event is sponsored by Dale VC Wholeness for Congress, Mayor Denise Grant, and Commissioner John T. Hodgson of the great city of Lauderhill.
It's an open line on WAVS Radio. Expecting your call. Calls at 954-792-1170 and 305-948-1170. Had an interesting conversation yesterday. It was raining. I stopped off at a certain place and question about church came up. And I love to talk about churches. Not necessarily religion, but I love to be in discussions about churches. And they were talking about young people resisting churches these days. They're saying that young ones are not interested in churches anymore. And parents are having a hard time getting their young ones to church, especially most of the traditional churches. I remember when I lived in Jamaica, reggae music was introduced to a church by a bishop. Oh my goodness. That bishop came on a fire. You know that song was? One Love by Bob Marley. It was introduced at church. How can you play that kind of song in church? And I'm saying, are they really listening to the contents of that song? One love, one heart, let's get together and feel all right. And that should not have been played in church because it's reggae music. And I happen to live and see churches in England, Anglican churches and bishops. It's now in their hymn books. One love, one heart. Bob Marley's song. So what I'm thinking here is that changes have to be made. And it's not to be ungodly to play certain reggae songs in church. And the elders are a little reluctant, are up against songs with a reggae beat to be played in churches. And I beg of the elders to just listen to the songs, just not listen to the rhythm. I think Otis Wright was one of those recording artists who made reggae gospel popular. People could even go into the jukebox and punch certain songs. That Man of Galilee was actually programmed into some of the jukeboxes they had in the country where I grew up, and brought some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Revolution in the music, in the gospel. So parents don't get annoyed. There are certain things that will change. It doesn't necessarily mean that your children are ungodly, but they're something that can hold them in the church. Because your time and our time and their time are different times. But that make sure that the message is right. 954-792-1170, 305-948-1170. Church goers, Christians, what's your take on this now? Call me. I know we have some church goers and Christians out there listening. Are you against reggae played in church? Your church? I'll have some music here if you don't want to participate or contribute to the open line. I got some nice instrumental songs here, you know what I mean? Open line, good afternoon.
Hello?
Hello, go right ahead. Go ahead. This is the
Yeah, John C., how you doing this morning?
Hey, well, it's an afternoon and I'm feeling good. Give God thanks.
Afternoon. It's
Yes, sir.
morning somewhere in the world. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
back to the church and the reggae music, you know what? Remember, John C., that Jamaica didn't like Bob Marley's song, or most of the Jamaicans didn't hug up Bob Marley's song until we came abroad. Abroad before we accept it. It's because it's reggae music and it comes from Jamaica. The churches and how they were brought and taught just to think that it is bad. But yet those same people on the Sundays regular would listen to country and western with more violent lyrics than what was in the reggae song. And I didn't see anything wrong with it because it's country and western. It comes from white people, and because they fool us into thinking that that is white, they accept anything that is white and anything that is black, we need to reject it. Just like all churches in Jamaica, you could never put a picture inside here now and say Jesus is black. Even today, you could never put that in 99% of the churches in Jamaica. That would run you out. So why would they accept reggae music?
Very profound statement you just made a while ago, you know. Serious statement. Serious statement. It is so true.
Yeah.
It is very, very, very true. Yeah, very,
It
very
is
true.
right. And
In the Bible, you see, there's a reference about graven image, and our listeners can look up what it means by a graven image. And an example of, let me see, let me just go on it and look for what it really means. I don't want to just say that. But the lines are going, so let me go to the callers here. All right, thank you so much for calling, though. This is the open line.
John T.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hey, I want to reiterate what the man just a while ago. Like I said, it's a powerful statement the man making up.
Certainly.
99.9% of the church in Jamaica, you could never convince them that Jesus is black enough.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't do that. And listen to this. This song that Luciana sing, Lord, give me strength to face another day. With church song, you know, more powerful than that song. This is the word of that song.
Mm-hmm. Powerful.
Luciana, Lord, give me strength.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful song, you know. So, like I said, I'm with you on that. Some of the reggae music can play in a church, and the words are profoundly true and very good. All right, sir.
Before you go, let me say this to you. I attended a church some time ago, 3-4 years ago, and there was a young man who came with his mother, and during the whole service, he had his head down. He wouldn't look up. So after the service, I walked over to him and I said, "Are you okay, young man?" He said, "Yes." I said, "John T, I'm fine, I said, "Why you had your head down throughout the whole service?" He said, "I looked at the preacher, and behind the preacher was a graven image of a white Jesus, and he knows that Jesus is not white, and he could not look up to the pastor."
Because every time you look up, there's Jesus behind him.
A white Jesus, and he knows. It's a young man. He was in college, by the way. I'm just looking up I'm looking on the picture on my phone. I brought it up. A graven image carved out, looking like Jesus. This is in a church. It's carved out, and that's a graven image. You know what a graven image is? Not the real person. A statue. Yeah, but I know some of the people are listening to us here say, say what I'm talking about, But anyhow.
Yes, I know, man. Some of them are saying we are blasting right now.
Yeah. Anyway, let me go to another caller. This is the open line. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Commissioner. Sitting in for Mr. Barnes. Yeah, man. Listen, the church business there, Mr. T. Right? The young church, now generation pastor, are just girl business, money thing, and hype. Here the pastor advertise and have one concert up here. Advertise on the same radio station here. Said, come and dress to impress. That's a minister, man. They have a church concert. No, You never tell me to try come with your soul to come clean up your soul. You never tell me to dress the impress or what. I will know the gold and the big titty and then sexy thing up front and they impress that. Right, that's the young generation. Back to the music now in the church now. You remember in the long time before even Bob Marley with One Love. You remember this music we gonna pray and all the music that did ban off of the radio. You have two music that ban off of the radio station in Jamaica. It was Cats and Rocksteady Beat. It was banned off the radio. It couldn't play. Right? Rastaman music couldn't play on the radio in Jamaica, whether RJR or JBC. Right? The first Bob Marley music player JBC was Bob Marley put on that like in one bad up to answer wait and put on that on the radio. Rastaman music never used to play and recognize because you have a Rastaman that go sing One Love. Rastaman you go put in a church and still let the dreadlocks pictures and that is a dreadlocks where them show you. Just like Putin said, "Una praise white God." Jesus is black. Putin said that. Him up that in him library up in Russia. Him have it.
You know, if you were to do a research, you see, in Chicago, 1976, the late Billy Graham, the evangelist.
Yeah, Billy Graham, yeah, popular Billy Graham, General too. Yeah, man.
You looked up and he said that Jesus Christ was never a white man. He was not as white as I am, and neither was he as black as most of you. So he spoke
No,
about...
wait. All right. Remember, you know, Mr. John, you have to talk about Jesus. Jesus can represent one all color, you know, but Jesus to me himself is a supernatural being, spirit, powerful on the whole world.
Yeah.
You understand? But if you deal with Africa, Jerusalem, Egypt, all of those places where you read about in the Bible is African country, black, not white. You mean black. Like the shoes they have on, not white. The so-called Jews in Jerusalem and a Jew, them come from Germany and run from the Holocaust there, them come call. Hey, him and Trump are the two wickedest ruler right now, you know, come like, you know, say, and kill more baby, more big man. Not in who in Israel kill more baby, innocent baby more than big people. They are call them Christian. It's about Christian. What is Christian?
Gotcha.
Killing the name of Jesus and you say Christian at the same time you say thou shalt not kill a yak, slaughter the Indian and the black, and you see when say thou shalt not kill. No, you write the 10 Commandments. I don't believe in them something there. No. If you believe about me, a woman on a tree, for lick one little piece of one snake, come talk to me now before that snake should better run. God, me, God, I never look back. Let me run to you, Mr. Commissioner, you must say, mad. Snake, talk to me.
All right, sir.
All right, boss.
Thank you for your call. It's the open line. I'm John T. sitting in for Winston Barnes until 1 o'clock. And, of course, at this time on a Tuesday, let me say good afternoon to Vice Mayor Marlon. It's Tamarack Tuesday. Are you still Vice Mayor?
I am still Vice Mayor. I'm still Marlon. I'm still the favorite commissioner in town.
Okay, sir. Good talking with you. What's going on now?
Good afternoon to the listeners of WAVS 1170 Radio. My name is Marlon Bolton. I'm the District 1 City Commissioner for the City of Tamarack, also serving as Tamarack's Vice Mayor for the ensuing year. This program is called Tamarack Tuesdays, again brought to you by the Office of Commissioner Marlon Bolton. Every Tuesday, same time, same place, is where we talk about things that are positively affecting Tamarack residents, Broward County residents, and beyond. And of course, today we're talking about all the back-to-school excitement that is going on this weekend. And you know Tamarack takes care of its people. And so the first event that we want to talk about is a resource fair that we're doing at the Tamarack Community Center. Now, you have to be the first 200 people to actually come to this event and get free backpacks. So first 200 students will receive free backpacks filled with school supplies, essentials, and educational materials. And we're not just giving these backpacks. We want to also give them some community resources and information as to what they need to go back to school. So this event, again, starts at 10 a.m., Saturday, August 8th, at the Tamarack Community Center, 8601 West Commercial Boulevard in Tamarack. It goes until 1 p.m. on this coming Saturday. So please make sure that you are there. Then the same day, if you've left that event, 2 p.m., you can meet us at the Tamarack Amphitheater. That is 9090 Northwest 57th Street. And this is now where we're not going to give away backpacks, but guess what now? We're going to give away $50 Walmart gift cards so that the students in your house can go to Walmart and buy whatever they are missing. Because a lot of times, we give them school supplies and that sort of stuff, and they have those things already. But they need to go now and buy some things that are on the list that the school gives to them. So we want you to know that you should come out to the Amphitheater this coming Saturday, August 8th, from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. Now, here's the caveat. You might come at 5 p.m. and we're done because it's while supplies last. We're only taking the first 200 students to get these Walmart gift cards. I'm not big on it. Please, parents, bring your children, bring the child with you, because we want to see the kids. We want to see the kids. We want to give them the gift card. So we have to see the child in order to give them the gift card, because we don't want people to take advantage of this. And the final caveat is that you must be a Tamarack resident. And here's the catch. You can be any Tamarack resident. You don't have to live in District 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can live in any district in the city of Tamarack. I want to be able to help you. I'm collaborating with Mike Gellin, who is the owner of Gellin Benefits Group, and also elected as Tamarack Commissioner in 2018. And let me tell you, Mike Gellin is a force to be reckoned with in the city of Tamarack. He is sponsoring some of these gift cards. He'll be there, and he'll be making sure that all of our Tamarack residents, all of our young residents are taken care of. So these two events are coming up on Saturday, August 8th, and we really want you to be there. Finally, today, we want to talk about Red Road Juve. And a lot of people have been asking about this event. It's coming up on October 9th, but we're launching the event on August 9th, 2 months before. We are releasing the names of the artists, the location, the ticket prices, the website, all of that information. So you'd want to know, go on my social media. My social media, all you have to do is go on Instagram and type in Marlon Bolton. You'll see Commissioner Marlon Bolton on Instagram. Add me on Instagram, because that is where we're going to be telling people what artists are going to come and that sort of stuff. It's a full-on carnival event. So the event starts with Pan Jamboree from the Miami Broward Carnival Committee. Then we'll have our Red Road Fete with all of our artists in a concert setting. And then we'll have Red Road Juve. So we're actually going on the road, and we are locking down Tamarack streets so that people can have the full-on truck access with lots of vibes, lots of paint, lots of powder, pandemonium, and we're going to have a wonderful time. It's on Carnival weekend, and so you can't afford to miss that, but we're launching the event on this Sunday, August 9th, virtually via my social media page. My name is Marlon Bolton. I'm the Tamarack District 1 City Commissioner for the City of Tamarack. This program is called Tamarack Tuesdays, again brought to you by the Office of Commissioner Marlon Bolton, every Tuesday, same time, same place. To all of the Jamaicans that are listening to me, we want to say Happy Independence Day, Happy Emancipation Day. Thank you for being truly authentic Jamaican. We really appreciate your support throughout the years. So all my G's and my boos, count with me. 1, 2, 3, whoosh, I am out of here.
Thank you so much, Vice Mayor Marlon Bolton there from the city of Tamarack.
Join us for an unforgettable evening of culture, music, and national pride. It's electric. The 64th Jamaican Independence Celebration. This spectacular event brings together some of Jamaica's most celebrated musical icons, featuring the Queen of Reggae, Marcia Griffiths. Marcia Griffiths. I see the fire spread. The King of the Dancehall, the legendary Beat 'em Man. Beat 'em Man. Enjoy electrifying performances by Mikey Spice. Sugar, Empress Unique, and Michael Russell. It's an evening of rich sounds and vibrant spirits of Jamaican music. Saturday, August 8th, starting at 6 p.m. at the Laude Hill Performing Arts Center, 3800 Northwest 11th Place. VIP tickets available. Purchase tickets online. Showpass.com/64th Jamaican Independence Celebration. For more info, call 954-777-2055. Presented by Mayor Denise D. Grant and Commissioner John T. Hudson.
You're listening to the Open Line on WAVS Radio. I'm John T. sitting in for Winston Barnes. Telephone number 0954-792-1170 and 305-948-1170. Good afternoon. Hello.
John,
Yeah, go right ahead.
I just deal with the news, you know.
Okay.
Crime and violence. The president who is leading. The president saying he have 20 in Europe. He have 20 country. I'm talking about allies.
Mm-hmm.
Aligned with America, democratic system. And you have a few of them. You say you have a few of them in Latin America too. But most of them don't agree with his system, you know.
No.
Iran only have not even in five finger allies, and they are stronger than 20 allies in Europe. Who Mr. Trump say anything he want, then he can kill off everybody because he have more gangster, you know. But it is not true. It is not true because he just cannot. I mean, most of them don't align with us here in America. What the president is doing.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
Because listen, you see, I see China just sell England, all of England. Your few 70 million people, Arthur. You wouldn't exist in a minute if you try to let America use your bases, and all of them have nuclear weapons, you know, they're strong. But China is telling them, say, hey, you, all the black people in England, all of those people in England who align themselves with America, they wouldn't exist. And China said, when all of you gone, China have 1 billion people. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just checking out.
Yeah, China tell it, Mr. Xi tell him, say, we have 1 billion of that people. And you little small, don't have nuclear weapon. One will be wiped out and done, and we will still have like 500 million people left. And even the black people, them will be suffering too.
Do you know what the population of England? Do you know it?
No. Eh?
I don't know. The last time I checked, the population was over 57 million, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's not much. They are weak. They are depending on America to help them, but America not going to be able to help them if the real thing starts. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, that made up of make up of about 84% of the total United Kingdom population. A lot of people still, you know. Anyway,
Yes,
thank you so much for your call. Open line, good afternoon. Hello.
Hello. Yes, hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm trying to get through to Mr. Barnes.
Well, he's not in this week, and I'm John T. sitting in for him. Are you want to get on the open line, or you wanted to speak with him personally? Which one?
I wanted to. Will you be back next week?
Yes. We are expecting him to be back.
I'll give him a call next week.
All
Thank
right,
you, John T. Thank you.
You're very welcome, sir.
Bye.
Open line, WAVS Radio. 954-792-1170, 305-948-1170. Iran not backing down, you know. Iran is not backing down at all. And it's just so sad, so many young people in this country going over there, losing their lives. Unnecessary war. And now the age is up to 45. They might be drafted. Open line.
Very good afternoon, John.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
How are you, my brother?
Good. Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
So, just on the radio a while ago, I heard them talk about black Jesus, white Jesus, black answers. You know, it kind of was so retarded to me, you know, if we still in this time at 2026, and we still talk about them, that kind of attack in there. You know, and sometimes I wonder if it matters if I'm black or I'm white or I'm a Chinese or if I'm a woman or if we just follow the word. You know, but
that conversation came from the fact that they accepted, well, actually, where it started is that I had a conversation over the weekend with some people in churchgoers. I don't want him to use the word religion anymore because the last time I say religion is a division. So I tend to more go with Christianity. And they were saying that they don't understand why young people are no longer, or most young people are not attracted to the churches. But I am saying that there must be some changes. It doesn't necessarily mean that the contents of your delivery or what you preach in church has to be different. But there got to be changes because those days, your days, my days, and even after our time, the changes must be made.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
One of the problems, if some of the traditional churches are losing youngsters because they no longer gravitate to the way they present things.
Yes. The church turned to try to get people to be like to serve people more than people serve them, just to get numbers. But listen to me. And next thing again, you know, where I have a little problem with, well, not problem, but with the Rasta business, you know. When I go, instead of my listen to Rasta man talk, but they never impressed me, you know, because I could even go my house because my mother go mention a Rasta business to them. You can't get no girl when you talk about a Rasta or smoke weed and something.
You can't get
so
no, you can't get no what?
The girl I want you for the Rasta head, boy. You look at your mother when you little. And your baby, your mother fix you up nice and comb here and make it look nice and pretty. Somebody wants to fit and look to Agad, but listen to me. When we grow up and realize now, since Bob Marley come and them Rasta becomes a fashion, or it look nice and all. It's because.
But hold on a second. Let me correct you there. But it's not everybody who wear the dreadlocks a Rasta. I think it has become a hairstyle now. With most youngsters don't know what Rasta is. They just see it as a hairstyle. I know. I have some good Rastafarian friends. I know who's really a Rasta. It's not the hairstyle that makes you a Rasta.
It look nice because I grandchildren said to me, Grandpa beginning to grow Rasta here. Because I love it too.
Oh Lord, look at that now. A little bit of ignorance there.
But no, everybody jump on the bandwagon now and I say Rasta. And then remember, even the music, even when we talk about Bob Marley music, the DJ from 1971 in Philadelphia. I'm not telling you, they could play the Bob Marley music, all the club of me and I play. The management time to play the more because the people them never understand what go on. You understand? And when they play, you have to kill the floor with that music because the people never understand the beat. You understand? And Jamaican never start. If Jamaicans they never start embrace it until America starts embrace it.
Different times, man. Different times. But thank you.
Everybody from Africa wants to how great the music was.
All right.
The music was nice. When music all first, all and them plays there, you know. And listen original Bob Marley music, the Bob Marley Wheelers.
Yeah, man.
Original Wheelers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Those are the days when one love was cat. But now it's
And
reggae.
the original one, though.
Listen,
Yeah, that's-
the other lines are going. Let me take a quick break and then get back to our callers. All right, thank you so much for calling. Appreciate it.
Take care, Richard.
It's time again. The annual Malika and Friends Fish Fry fundraiser for the Jamaica Poets School Tour. Saturday, August 22, 4 p.m. until at 820 Northwest 186 Drive, Miami Gardens. 9 years strong. Come eat the fry fish, eat some jerk, sip something and enjoy. Hal Anthony, Culture Khalid, Tommy D, Talamamento Band, Curtis Marion, Cuban Links with DJ Marlon. That's the Malachi Fish Fry fundraiser and birthday bash Saturday, August 22. Entries $25. Come buy out the bar for pre-orders and information. 305-3025-365. 305-3025-365. See you Saturday, August 22. Come lick your finger.
Time of the Open Line program to check in with Samantha Ramnarine to talk about cars.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Samantha Ramnarine from Car Accident Referral Services. All of your car accidents, slip and fall, workers' comp, Uber, Lyft, buses, jitney, motorcycle, pedestrian. We handle all injury cases. After 911, we want you guys calling cars at 954-249-5858. Let us put more money into your pocket. So many attorneys out there all throughout the entire state of Florida with TV ads, radio ads, billboards, buses, but nobody is telling you the truth. Nobody is telling you that attorneys all throughout the entire state of Florida will take 33 1/3% from your settlement, and when they take your case to court, and I say when, they will take 40% from your settlement. Why doesn't attorneys want you to know that they can take up to 40% from your settlement? Because nobody's reading their contracts. All you guys are doing is signing your name. Nobody's reading the fine print. You guys will then sign with them and then call me a week or two later, and then we would fire them. And I tell you guys, ask that question. Ask them, are you going to make sure that you negotiate and write off all my bills with the hospital, the urgent care, the diagnostic, the chiropractor, the neurologist, the orthopedic? We have a team. I have been doing this since I was 16 years old. Most of the attorneys and doctors I've known for over 20 plus years. So make sure you guys are calling us at 954-249-5858. Do we cover the entire state of Florida? Absolutely. It doesn't matter if you're in Jacksonville, South Florida, Naples, Fort Myers, Port St. Lucie, Tampa, Sarasota, Orlando. We cover the entire state of Florida. The agreement that we have with the Florida Bar is that our network of attorneys will take 25% up to a $1 million settlement. We are putting up to 15% more money into your pocket. We have doctors and attorneys all throughout the entire state of Florida, and we are able and willing to help you. We are 7 days a week. When all those other big law firms that, they say the heat is on or the turn a light on or their ambulance this or ambulance that, we are 7 days a week. Some of our doctors are open 7 days a week. So make sure you guys are calling us at the scene of the accident. Do not wait. So many people go and call your own insurance. Sorry, guys, we got disconnected technology and we are live. So make sure you guys are calling us at 954-249-5858. Let us treat you like family and let us put more money into your pocket. I want to make sure that my clients are walking away with the most money. Not the attorney and not the doctor, but you, the client. If you guys are not checking out my show every single Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. with soca, calypso, reggae, everything, we even have a Pay Your Bills contest. All you have to do is text us your full name, address, and phone number and say, Cars, pay your bills. Listen for your name, and you have 60 seconds to call in to WAVS and say, I'm a winner. So make sure you guys are checking us out. Car accident, slip and fall, workers' comp, call Car Accident Referral Services at 954-249-5858. This is Samantha Renmeyer wishing you guys a wonderful, amazing, safe, and blessed week. Whatever you guys do, please come home safely to your loved ones. Thank you so much. God bless.
Samantha Ramnarine from Cars appears on our Open Line program Mondays and again on Wednesdays.
Open line is still on the air, and the number's there, 954-792-1170. I'm John T. sitting in for Winston Barnes to go to some patient callers here. Hello.
Mr. John T.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, how are you, sir? Quick thing. 3 little things I'm going to touch on, not to make a big old mess of this thing, but about 11, 12 years ago, we know, when Trump decided that he wants to run for president and he came down the escalator, I called Duke of Earl, I'm just saying, and I told him everything. All the bad things. I grew up in New York. I spent 20 years in the military. Anyway, I told him everything that was going to happen. I swear to you. Everything. Police on the streets, like SWAT or whatever, like Russia back in the days. And them laugh. Them tell me, no, this is America. It will never happen. The Constitution is this, it's strong, it's powerful, it's not Jamaica or Africa. Anyway, and then people call behind. I know you have some people out there think they know everything. They call behind and they say, oh, that guy don't know him, talking about him, uneducated, this, that. Look what's happening now. I live in Jamaica now, and I saw a car in Jamaica, in St. Anne. It says blacks for Trump. And I'm like, oh my God, we're so brainwashed.
Hold on a second. When did you see that? How long ago?
I saw it about 2 weeks ago in Discovery Bay. It says blacks for Trump in Jamaica.
And
I'm like,
is that where you're calling? Is that where you're calling from?
No. I'm here in Florida right now. I'm a vet, so I have to come up and do my thing and then go back.
I got you. You don't have to explain.
Yeah.
I understand very well, sir.
Whoa, yeah, but what I'm saying is...
Whoa. I mean...
We are so behind. Our eyes still closed enough. And if you talk to a black person, I think they will actually want to hurt you for Trump. I'm dead serious. There's people in Jamaica probably never left the country. I talk about Trump. And I'm like, why? This one little young guy, I said to him, I said, why? He said, because Trump bun out, excuse my language, bun out Batman. I said, oh my God, seriously? So you're just looking at the narrow picture. You're not looking at the overall, what I'm doing to people in different countries. Black people, Hispanic people, then don't see that. Then just what he's doing.
That's a problem here. To the one issue problem, especially with some of their church members, with that one issue, and don't pay attention to other things. But the other lines are good, but I want to thank you for calling, sir. Time is against us. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
This is the open line. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, John T. How are you?
I'm wonderful, ma'am. Go ahead.
I'm asking you a favor, please.
What's that now?
My friend, she's living in Jamaica. She's an American citizen, but she went home recently. And apparently from yesterday, her husband disappeared, and nobody knows where he is. So she called me from Jamaica, and I went by the house last night. His car is not there. We cannot get inside of the house. I called up most of the hospitals to see if he's there, and most of the hospital that I called is not there. I called the police, the non-emergency number, and the police went over the house, but they say they can't take the lock off. So we keep calling the phone, and the phone is ringing, but there's no answer. And she's in Jamaica, and I'm a church sister of hers, so I'm trying to, to see what I can do to help her. So I'm asking you if you could announce it for me. His name is Stephen Fulsom, and he lives in Laude Hill. If anybody know of his whereabouts, if they could contact me. I don't want to put my number on the air, but I can give you my number so we can be a little bit comfortable.
Okay. After midday, I'm getting off in just about 3 minutes from now. Can you call the front desk and give your name and number, and I will so I can communicate with you. But how long this has happened? How long now? This is
She said she talked to him on Sunday night. And then yesterday when she got up, she was calling him, and there was no answer. And up to last night, there was no answer. And this morning, there's no answer. His car is not there.
And he lived in. And we don't. Supposed to be living in Laude Hill. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, he lives on 46th Avenue.
Okay, please leave your name and telephone at the front desk. Let me give you that number, and let me go slowly for you. You have a pen?
Yes, I have a pen.
954.
954.
584 1170. 954.
584 1170. Okay.
You got
I
it?
will call. Thank you so much.
Repeat the number I just gave you. Let me hear you. What did I tell you?
954-584-1170.
Please call that number and leave your name. I'm coming off in shortly, and I will communicate with you. All right? Sorry to hear.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're very welcome. Well, you heard that name. Well, since I'm a commissioner in Lauderdale, I have to speak to the Lauderdale Police Department and see what we can do with the disappearance of this man. We don't know. But this matter has to be investigated. I can imagine how the wife and family members and maybe friends. Hope it's not anything serious, though. Can only hope. But these things do happen. Listeners of WAVS Radio, I want to thank you so much for participating in today's open line. Dawn Marie and the Wiz coming away shortly, just about 4 minutes from now, reaching new heights. I'm John T. Please join me tomorrow morning at 7 for the morning ride. Take care. Be good. God bless.